Welcome to Own Your Authenticity. This is Ashley Renee. How are you guys doing today? We are back for another video entitled Stepping Out of Your Comfort Zone. 2021, we already said we're not playing games, we're not running around, we're not making excuses this year. You want it to be a whole new you in 2021. We're gonna have to shift some things. Being in your comfort zone and being a new person, it doesn't go well together. It never goes well. It never makes sense. It's not gonna happen. So I'm here to tell you, if you want to thrive in this season, you're gonna have to get uncomfortable. If it's anything that I learned in 2020, the moves that I tried to make in 2020, like they required me to shift some things. It was hard. I can open and honestly say that my losses, my downfalls, all came from me not stepping up out of my comfort zone. It came out of me not wanting to branch out and do more and not, putting myself out there, putting my voice out there, amplifying myself. All of those things are stepping out of your comfort zone. If you don't want to do those things, there's a high chance that you're going to be stuck in the same position you were in 2020. Nothing's going to change. You're going to be the same old you in a new year. December 31st is going to come and then you're going to be like, oh my God, but, and all these things. What do you think is going to happen? If I had not shifted in 2020 and made a shift into purpose and made a shift to say that, okay, this year is going to end the same way last year did. If I don't do something different, we wouldn't be here today, right? So what tends to happen is, and this happens to me, it's still happening to me. I'm still fighting the battle of being comfortable. I understand that if I want to thrive in this season or any season of my life, I have to get uncomfortable. Something has to shift, something has to change, right? So I don't know about you, but you ever seen, and I'm not throwing jobs, but you ever seen, like, you're working a corporate job, or like you work in a setting where you have older coworkers and you hear them talk about stories, oh yeah, I've been here since 1993 and this and that and the third thing, and you're sitting here like, so you've been here since before I was born? And what now? Right? And you just sit there and you're listening to them like they're the OGs. But it's like, so you never wanted to try something different? Like you just wanted to do this forever? Right? And especially in nursing, like when you hear nurses talk about like they've been here for 20 years in the same position doing the same thing, and you only been here for 2 years and you about ready to tap out, you really start to wonder like something ain't right. And as I said, I'm not saying that to say jobs, but when you really sit down and think about it, it's like, but why haven't they made a move? Some people really do, to their core, like that is their purpose, that is their calling, that is what they're meant to do for life. Some people are just naturally wired that way. There are other people who aren't, and they sit in a job or whatever setting and they're miserable. This doesn't apply to, like you've applied and you've been trying to step out and it's not working out for you. Trust me, I understand the struggle. I've been there. But this is for the people who sit back and complain and they're miserable and oh my gosh, and life's not working, and why, and how does person getting that promotion, or why am I? Because you're still stuck in your comfort zone. What do you think is gonna happen? Somebody's gonna reach down from heaven and touch you on the shoulder and say, hey babe, here you go? It don't work like that, right? And it's so funny because earlier today I was sitting here on my laptop. I was doing a module for my program, and I was thinking to myself, and I was like, honestly, Lord, like I literally uttered a prayer like, Lord, if it wasn't for His grace. And if it wasn't for the faith that I had and the drive that I had to really just full force just go out and say, listen, I can't stay here forever, something has to change. Because let me tell you, after nursing school, after, what am I saying, undergrad, I didn't know what the next step was. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know where to go. My stepmom kept saying, oh, do nursing, like we need nurses, like you're built for this. And I was like, I don't know, like I want to figure it out. And I did my research and I looked into social work and I looked into so many other things. And I was like, should I just get my master's in public health? Like, what should I do? And then, you know, after this whole long drawn out deliberation, I started doing my prerequisites for nursing school. And I was like, you know what, Ash, just do it. What's the worst that can happen? I mean, yes, you know, you could fail your courses and then you get kicked out and then you're back at square one, but we didn't have that option. We didn't have that option. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you are committed and dedicated to what it is that you set your mind on, whether it's your purpose, your vision, your goals, your dream, whatever it is that you're stuck on, that thing that, you know, it's pulling you, like, yes, babe, like, come, like, let's get this. And you're just like, no, wait, I'm not ready yet. Whatever that thing is, once you set your mind to it and you really stop and think, okay, like, I really have no choice but to get this done, trust me, it will happen. You just got to take the first step. It's like, and I was thinking of this idea earlier, it's like going to the beach, whenever the last time was, and you know, like, you're ready to go in the water and oh my god, and it's so warm and this thing and that thing, and you put your toe in and then you take, you know, little steps and you start to get deeper, and the minute the water touches here, I don't know about anybody, I did swimming back in the day, and let me tell you, honey, they threw me in the deep end one time and I was, we're not about to do this again. Absolutely not. I have not taken a swimming lesson since then. Yes, your girl know how to float, but we're not doing that, right? So if anybody can resonate, like, the water hits you tap out, right? And so I think a lot of us tap out in life because we get to a point where, you know, we want to test it out and we want to try it out, and it's like smooth operator. We go in, and then the minute we start to get a little overwhelmed, or it, you know, we feel like we're drowning, that's it, we tap out. And then you're back at square one in your fuzzy robe, fuzzy sweater underneath your blankets, and you feel real cute, and I'm gonna just watch Netflix because, you know, I got a job and it's okay. So you just gonna sit stuck in that jacket, because what's gonna happen sooner or later is that you're gonna be that person that's been working since 19 how many ever years, and you're gonna be there for 27 years, and somebody else is gonna be looking at you like, well, damn, sis, like, you didn't want something different. Tell me if I'm wrong. Okay. So saying all that to say, a lot of times, and I've said this before in previous videos, blessings often come in the form of assignments and responsibility. Courage Melina. And we oftentimes shy away from the blessing. We oftentimes shy away from the thing. We oftentimes sit back to be comfortable because we don't want to take that leap, to take that step, because we feel like, oh, if we do this, we're going to be drowning and we're going to be overwhelmed and it's not going to go the way we want it to go. But how are we going to know these things unless we take the first step? When I started blogging, and I will always say this, when I started blogging last year, never did I ever think that I'd be on YouTube. My cousin actually said something to me last year about like doing video, and I was like, but I don't want to do video. If I wanted to do video, I'd be doing video. And here we are, right? And it wasn't so much that I really didn't want to do video, to be honest with you. However, I felt like, okay, I can reach more people on this platform. There are people who are not interested in reading. There are people who prefer to watch videos. People who can turn a video on and go about, you know, doing what they're doing, and they will listen. And I acknowledge that. So had I been stuck in my ways and said, I don't want to do video and I don't feel like doing this, there may have been people who aren't connecting to my messages because they refuse to read what's on my blog. They'll support me and say, hey girl, you know, like, I see your blog, it looks cute, but they're just not gonna read it because they're just not interested in reading. There are people who don't read books, excuse me. There are people who are solely interested in audio, right? So when it comes onto your thing, whether again it's the job, whether it's your hobbies, it's just, you know, like something you like to do, whatever fuels you, if you're still sitting on that, hun, and you feel like, you know, some way, somehow a miracle is gonna pop up and happen, and you're just, you know, like it's gonna happen for you, then it's not. It won't. I believe that God will bless you when you get up and start to move. And you sitting here in this fuzzy little sweater jacket thing that you got on, it's not, he's looking at you like, all right, since you could do that, stay there. But I mean, obviously blessings are gonna come, but he's not gonna give you the grand vision unless you decide that you're gonna step up and step out of your comfort zone. Unless you decide, okay, I'm gonna work with what I have, I'm not gonna question it, I'm going to just let it work, see where it leads me. When you start doing those things and God says, okay, I can give you 1 pebble, okay, now we've given you 5 pebbles, we've added 10 more pebbles to the bag, and you're still holding your weight, then he could say, all right, I'm gonna bless her with 100 pebbles and see how she deal with it. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. But he's not gonna give you your full dream. It's just like you hear any money person, finance person, whatever you want to call them, you'll hear them say this: unless you know how to budget or deal with $100, $1,000, $10,000, unless you know how to carefully manage that amount of money, right? It doesn't matter if you make $100,000, if you make $1 million. If you don't know how to manage that 100, when you get that 1 million, you're gonna squander it without a doubt, because you don't know how to manage. All you have to do is start, right? Just start. Just take a step. With that being said, you can leave a comment down below. You can go to ownyourouthenticity.com, leave a testimonial. You can write in the chat. You can leave me a message. You can inbox me. You can find me at _AshRJames_ on Instagram. You can send me a DM if you want to talk about this, if this is a struggle for you, because I know firsthand what it feels like. I'm still struggling with that to this day. But I acknowledge that if I am not getting uncomfortable, I'm not changing. And I needs to change, like something needs to change. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching this video. Please comment down below. Please subscribe, turn your notifications on, hit me up, come talk to me. Let me know how you like the video. Let me know what you want to hear more about for the wind down on Fridays. That's at 4 p.m. And just rock out with me. So I'll see you in the next video on Friday. Love you guys.